Friday morning. Andrew was baling last night until about 10 o'clock. There's a billock broken on the baler and we're not sure why, so we're going to change it and see if we can find anything untowards. Because it snapped one at the weekend as well, so that's 2. And they shouldn't snap for no reason. It's the 3rd one in the billock's gone on, which is alright because it meant that there's a string missing. But see the little clips that go in there, in the end of them ball joints. I flicked it with a screwdriver, it spun round, dropped out, and then it's dropped right inside the bell chamber, all in one flick with a screwdriver, which normally you had to flick them out and then twist them. So we've lost it, so we'll have to find a bit of wire that'll do the job. So all that ball joint back on. We'll just take this knotter out now and change it, because that's what snapped off, one of them. That's changed now. So Andrew will re-thread the needle underneath. Next knot it'll do, it'll bring the string up, and then the string will be in this retainer, and then we should be good to go. Don't know why it snapped though. Can't really find anything wrong. Might have just been one of them things, a coincidence that 2 went in a week. We got all this soil from when we were doing the shed base there and there. We've got the scraper box, and we're going to do a little bit more of that field where it's got some low spots. Do some laser leveling on it with the box. So I'm just going to lift it off now with the Merlot. This was cut yesterday and I'm flicking it over now just to get it just dry a bit quicker where it's been running on the headlands, so that it'll bale this afternoon is the plan. That OSR straw's all baled, and now we've started on this field of wheat. It's going to be a fair few bales come off this. He's only baled a few rows. I think he said there's 34 bales already. But this was the field that was grassy. So it's actually nice for your cow rations, but also bulk the straw up a little bit on it, I suppose. See the little lines in it where the weed wiper went through, can't you? Little weed wiper tram lines thing. I'm rolling this headland on our field, and Chris and Danny are in theirs now, just oh, you can't see because of the dust. They're baling, stacking bales up as well. Looks a beast, that baler on that tractor. A massive tractor and a massive baler. That's the last field of OSR to bale. I was just standing the headlands up, there's only 2 rows in the middle, so I've just done it all while I'm here, and at least it'll bale quickly in a minute once he's finished the wheat straw he's on. I was just thinking, I don't know how we managed without this yard last year, but we did, because we had the corner of the field and we used the corner of the field for parking stuff on. Yeah, so it was no different really, until it came wet and it made a mess. Let's drop the rake off. I just took the rake off and someone's left that flap open when they put the rake on. All that dust in there. Dope. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing with the auto greaser on the dryer, but I've just pressed reset and it looks like it's pumping because that thing keeps going up, and I could hear the grease nipples. I could hear the grease nipples cracking with grease on the dryer. Let's just go again because it has been off for a bit. Hopefully that's wound some grease through. That is a perfect load of OSR straw. A few left on there and then we'll hop across onto the wheat straw. I'll just run this back the yard and fling it off. I'm going to put some of these in the shed for Charlotte's horse as well because it's such nice stuff. One of these days I'll get a shredder and a dust extractor and a bale packer and make more out of selling the OSR straw than growing the OSR. But for now, chicken man's got chickens to heat up. Oscar's going back for his second load. I've just arrived back with me first. Have to turn it. Rob's stacking him. Just temporary here before we move him to the chicken man. I just started filming the links for this week's Real Country File and Matt dropped a load of bale, so there's a little bit of comedy value from that. Oh, caught on camera. Welcome back to the Real Country File. It's the 17th of July and we're clearing this field. And it was the 14th of August. Was it 3-4 years ago when we found Oscar in the field? Shows you the difference, like a month sooner. Bit of a race on here. Orange Valtra versus Orange Valtra. Oscar's waving. I was saying before about harvest being early, which is a shame because it means I can't put anything in this shed just yet. It does feel pretty hard, but I think we need to leave it at least a week, if not 10 days, before we can fill it. But it'd be nice to just plonk all this straw in here now. Admittedly, it's not going to rain for a week by the looks of things. Just looking now, I don't know whether I need to put a little bit more cement there. I've just been walking around the outside. Oh no, it's pretty sealed. I didn't know whether you can see behind the shutter a bit of a gap. See there? I want to pour something in that so that it's nicely sealed. And then it should be rodent proof. There's pigeon poo in it already. Ugh. On my new floor. Anyone recognise that trailer? It's our old low loader, so we borrowed it off Phil and Joe. Can't quite sometimes get them in with one the other way, so that's why with the next one we got was a foot longer. But we're only going the other side of the village, so we'll just loading that many on it. So we've got 6, 12, 18, 19, 21 on that. And that one I think we're getting 20. No, we're not. 24 on it maybe, something. I can't remember. Just as we were starting to get peckish, a bit bumpy this field, Oscar's dad turned up with some chicken burgers for us, so happy days. We're fueled up now. I think we've got about 60 bales left on this field. There's about 220 when we started. Looks like that Kestrel's come for a chicken burger as well. Yeah, this trailer's a foot longer, so fits in nice and easy. Another one there, and then 3 on the top. We're putting a binder down the middle, just means that the straps can go over a bit easier and holds it all up together a bit quicker. That Kestrel's there now watching us. I wonder, is it waiting for a pigeon to eat or mice and stuff? I don't know. So say I feel a bit bad taking this bale, but kind of need it. I've put them 2 on edge and then I'll still fit another stack there, so I'll gain an extra 3 bales on this load. The lights had got snagged, so Rob's just repaired them and they're working now on that trailer. So it's just been left while he's been doing it and I've been loading all the others. And I think Oscar's just got back as well with the last one. This is what harvest is about. I was helping Danny yesterday with the telehandler and he was on the field there with his, and he's come across giving me a lift now, stacking my bales up. Have them at the other end of the field in no time, ready for Rob with a trailer. Bit of teamwork. Quickly throw these on now. There's Danny heading off back. He's going in a tank full of spray now. homeward bound as the sun sets behind us. John knocked off combine about an hour ago, I think. Juiced up, ready to cut OSR in the morning for Bill. It's obviously too dry now, so he's going to cut it in the morning. Andrew's just got knocked off baling because it's come damp at about 10-15 minutes ago, and Oscar's on his way back with the last load as well, so we are probably done for the day. So I'll go and do the birthdays when I get back to the yard. The birthday bumper is working because Aidan Riley is 60. Ronnie Tractor Mad Ingram it's his birthday. Eliza Walsh, happy 8th birthday, and Tim Doolan is the big 40. So happy birthday everyone there, now up to £115,281. Right, that is all, folks. Sorry the videos have been late. Someone said, why have I been putting them out late? Well, it's because I've only been putting them out after I've got in at night and edited, or been editing them while I eat my tea before I go back out again. So that's why they're a bit late, so apologies for that. But you'll just have to catch up in the morning if you've already gone to bed. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.